One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Okay, I want to try to tell you guys a story, and I have to be a little careful about it because of some of the definitions of the words I'm going to use. My wife was having breakfast with her dad. Her dad's 85, and her stepmom, who's 70. And I guess, my wife went on this father-daughter trip with his 3 daughters. And the youngest daughter, Brenda, Blake's sister, they were meeting in Albuquerque. And when Blake's dad's telling the story, he's like, "Hey, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up with Brenda in Albuquerque, and then we're gonna go to Socorro, right?" And then the stepmom says, "Kemp," that's Blake's dad's name, "you can't use the word hookup anymore. Hookup doesn't mean you're gonna meet with someone. Hookup, you're saying you're gonna have sex with your daughter, is what you're saying."
What?
And he's like, "Huh? What? That's what hookup means nowadays," is what she's saying, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah,
when you say
sure.
we're going to hook up, or we hooked up, right? So he's like, "What? Oh, my God." So my wife is telling me and Dutch this. Said, "You can't use that word anymore." And then I immediately thought of phrases I've said on the show before that now I can't say. I said before and I got written up. But a certain phrase came up about salad.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
I knew Kyle knew what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And my wife is like, "What does that mean?" And my son Dutch, who I thought was dialed in, goes, "What does that mean?"
Oh, really?
Dutch didn't
I'm
know?
surprised.
Yeah.
You haven't
right.
dabbled Urban Dictionary?
So I was all excited. And I can't wait to tell you guys what this means. So I tell them, and they don't believe me. They don't believe me. So they Google it. And the definition of that is so hilarious to read that I took great pleasure in reading that out loud to everyone. And my wife immediately, no, like my definition was more graphic, but the definition in Urban Dictionary, I think it's Urban Dictionary, was actually just at Google, was so trying to make it as clean as possible.
Right.
But it sounded dirty as
When it's
possible.
not, yeah.
Yeah. And I just thought of these terms you can't say. And if you see the TV show Shrinking, Harrison Ford's on that show. He gets the term ghosting mixed up with another term, which is hilarious too. But I think Harrison Ford and my father-in-law are the same age. Did you just look it up, Peyton?
Yeah, I looked up the salad definition.
Yeah, that's what I look up. And what's the definition? I wonder if we can bleep it.
Can you do that?
What if you?
Okay, it says the slang term indicating the use of one's tongue to.
No.
No.
That's not the definition I had. The definition I found was called. I can't even say it. I'll have to tell you guys off air. But it was a hoot. It was a hoot.
We can't say
That's everything you're looking for.
No, tread lightly, people.
Yeah. So just sharing that with you, that sometimes the terminology nowadays on certain things, like you can't even say hook up anymore.
You can't.
We're going to go hook up with my daughter and we're going to go here. Whoa, you can't say it anymore.
Yeah, that's not
not what that means. And her dad was just like, "What do you mean?" as he read the newspaper.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I had one of those moments like a couple years ago with my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm meeting up with my girlfriend for lunch." And I was like, "Your girlfriend?" Like, what? I was
I think you can
so
still-
confused.
Why?
Because it was her friend.
Right.
She was like my girlfriend. Like, "Yeah, I'm going out with my girlfriends." And I was like, "You said girlfriend. Like, what are you not telling me?"
Because you had a girlfriend.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a relationship. Yeah, because I had a girlfriend back then. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, that's the thing that girls look like. My wife, she has all these girlfriends, and she talks about it all the time. But like, I couldn't say, "Hey, my boyfriend Rich and I."
Right.
You know what, though? You have dropped partner a lot when we've just met people, and people think we're together.
That's
Right.
true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That's a
Remember
good
when we
point.
were at the concert that we went to? And you're like, "It's my partner, Rich." And it's so sweet that you guys come to the concert.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And I was like, no, like business partner. Business partner. Yeah. Anyway, just sharing that with you. And if you have any other terminology that you can't use anymore because it means something else, shoot us a DM, John J. and Rich or John J. Van S.
There's always that one person that will always have your heart. It's the only way we know how to rock. Started
What's a red flag you see when you walk into someone's house, right? We were getting into that. It blew up on our social media, and we're getting back into it right now. Laura, what is it? When you walk into someone's house, what's an immediate red flag?
Hey, guys. So one time I had a date with a guy. I walked in his house afterwards, and there's one TV, a game console, a chair, and a stained mattress with no sheets on it.
Ew.
And then I looked over and I noticed he had some Sprite bottles with spit from Chew in them, and I'm like, what's that? So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Did you say spray bottles?
Sprite.
Oh, Sprite. I thought spray, like Windex, like he was filling it up.
So
with
did I, and I pictured him, like,
what
squirting
in
it.
God's
Like,
name is he squirting his spit?
Still plenty gross.
That is gross.
It is so disgusting. And I was like, I'm gonna go now. But he looked really cute and well kept and clean. That was really surprising.
Okay, so check this out, Laura. So I was going to read some of the posts on my Facebook that I posted. So Jessica, I said, what's a red flag you when you walk into someone's house? And Jessica goes, oh my God, I was dating a guy who lived in another state. So we had to plan our visits. He'd been to visit me a couple times, so he saw how I lived and how I kept my house. I went to go see him, got to his house. His bed had no sheets, no pillowcases on the pillows, nothing, just a blanket halfway pulled up the bed. He had a week plus time to make things decent for me when I walked into. That was the last time I saw him. That told me everything I need to know about who he is and how he rolls, and I am not about that life. I was offended, not even joking. Strongest pass ever. Sounds a lot like your story.
I just thought it was weird. I mean, you want to impress a girl. Yeah, you're going to have nice sheets and a well-made bed. I mean, think about it.
You would
if
think.
you want anything to happen.
What about this post? Erica made this post on my Facebook. She says, so what's a red flag when you walk into someone's house? She says, furniture made from human skin.
Oh, sure.
What? Big red flag.
Big one.
Get out, or you're the next couch.
Yep.
Disgusting. That wasn't the worst one, though. I actually had dated this guy for years, and he invites me over to his house, and I walk in, and there's piles of dog poo everywhere, and it's like
Inside?
a 2-level condo. Yes. They had just gotten a dog, a puppy, and they weren't taking up the poo, and they weren't letting him out, so he just pooped everywhere, and I was like afraid for my shoes.
Oh my gosh, that actually just gave me a flashback that I didn't need. I remember I had to be in elementary school or something, and when you're like running around the neighborhood, you make friends, and I went into like one of my little friends' house, and they had dog poop all over the house, and I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever, to the point where I was like, I was probably 9 or 10, and I knew that as a kid. Like, that is not okay.
No, it's not. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, thanks for calling in and sharing that story with us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Aiden, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so you're going to play for Billie Eilish tickets. Got it?
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited.
And you have to win. You have to win. You don't just get these tickets. Got it?
Okay. I got it.
It's time for Pop 10.
Okay. This game, there's a lot of points that you can get. Just sort of depends on your imagination and how creative and how quick-witted you will be today. Aiden, you're up against John Jay, Rich, and Peyton. We'll give them a chance to go first to give you a feel for the game, just so you don't feel blindsided, okay?
Okay.
And since we are playing for Billie Eilish tickets, all of the questions have to do with Billie Eilish. Do you think I was going to say something else? No, I wasn't. Okay. John Jay, Billie Eilish's middle name is Pirate. So, John Jay, you've got 10 seconds on the clock to name as many unique middle names as you can. Go.
Gerardus, contemporarily, Jesus, Frank, Dave, Carpet.
I don't know if Dave would be that unique, but
If your
I'll
middle
give
name
it
was
to you
Dave,
anyway.
you'd hate it.
Especially
I
if
didn't
it's not
say
even
middle
David.
names you would hate.
That's just casual. The casual Dave.
Rich,
Yes.
Billie Eilish has been vegan since she was 12 years old. This may be a challenge to you, and I'm going to need everybody's help to call you on it if it doesn't count. But you've got 10 seconds to name as many vegan dishes that you can. Rich, go.
Okay, those chicken that are made out of cauliflower, rice, beans, tofu, lasagna without the meat.
Okay, a pretty good start for John J. Rich. Peyton, Billie Eilish has 2 dogs. Their names are Pepper and Shark. So, Peyton, there's 10 seconds on the clock. Please name as many pet names that you can think of. Go.
Jesus, Frankie, Busta, Louie, Luis, Pablo, Daisy, Django, JJ.
My dog listens to radio. He probably looked up like, what?
All right, Aiden. So far, the one to beat is Peyton. Even on 2 hours of sleep, she just smoked the fellas here. So, Aiden, Billie Eilish is obsessed with the TV show The Office. Hopefully you are too, because that will definitely help you in this situation. Aiden, you've got 10 seconds on the clock to name as many characters from The Office as you can. Go.
Ooh, okay, so Steve Carell, Rain, John, Jenna, BJ, Morella, David, Leslie, Brian, Kate, Angela, Oscar.
Whoa! I'm dead right now. That's so impressive, Aiden.
Oh my gosh.
She gave the characters and the actors.
That is so big time.
Holy moly. Okay, a very strong round one. In round two, a Billie Eilish song will bring me to what your topic is, okay? We move to Rich in this round two. Rich, you got 10 seconds to name as many different types of birds as you can. Go.
A cardinal, a robin, an eagle, a hawk, a vulture, a sparrow, a swallow, a double-decker bird guy.
I was like, what bird is he talking about?
Double-breasted something.
Okay, this is kind of crazy. We have a three-way tie right now, John Jay, Rich, and Aiden. Although John Jay and Rich, you might be out after Peyton goes. Peyton, you're up.
I'm the bad guy.
Peyton, you've got 10 seconds on the clock to name as many movie villains that you can. Ready, go.
The Joker, Glinda, Elphaba, Catwoman, I think. The Penguin, I think.
Pretty good.
Okay, Aiden, you have to win this game. You have to beat these guys to win the tickets. Peyton is only 1 point ahead of you.
Wow.
So this should be very easy for you, but go all out if possible. Here is your Billie song.
What was I made for?
Of course, the song was made for the Barbie movie. So, Aiden, you have 10 seconds to name as many toys that you can. Go.
Okay, Woody, Buzz, Barbie, Brad, Swingy.
I love that you went for it. And with that, Aiden is our Pop 10 winner.
Aiden, well done.
Going to see
You
Billie
just
Eilish.
Killed us with that Office question. That was so good, so impressive.
So good.
So congratulations, you go on.
Thank you.
So hold on the line.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Aiden, hold on the line.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.